Hello, my name is Rickard, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a seamless pattern in Photoshop. If you want to follow along, I have included a link to the assets that I use in the description of this video. Go ahead, download those, and then let's dive into Photoshop. So I've opened up in Photoshop here a collage that I did. I photographed, I brought it into Photoshop, and I cut it out from the background. And what I want to do now is create a seamless pattern out of it. Now the problem with this is if I go here, let's say I take a square and I make sure I've got no background in it. So like this, and then go up to Edit, Define Pattern. And let's call this collage. Now if I add a pattern layer here and then select that pattern that I just made, you can see right away the problem, right? It's got these very obvious cut lines. So if I move it at all, I can't use it because this kind of gives away that this isn't a full collage, this is a cutout. And also if I try to make this a bit smaller, so like this, you start to see these repeating patterns and it looks more like a quilt than a collage. So that's what we want to fix, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing is I want this to be as high resolution as possible, and the highest resolution that a pattern can be is 3500 pixels. So let's go to image size here, and I'm going to make sure this is locked, and I'm going to change this to 3500. Then the other thing I want to do is I want to make this whole image square, so a 3500 by 3500 square. So next I'm going to go to canvas size, make sure that it's going from the middle, and then I'll change my height to 3500, and here we'll just extend the background. Actually, we'll make it the foreground, so let's hit OK there. Okay, so now we have this. The next thing I need to do is I need to make sure that this collage layer is dead center in my document. So I'm going to go to View, Guides, New Guide Layout, and I'm going to use this to create some center guides. So I'm going to put this on default. I'll do 2 columns with no gutter, and then 2 rows, again with no gutter. And what that's going to do is it's going to give me this center line right there. And I'll clear the existing guides and then hit OK. All right, next I'm going to do Command T for transform, and that'll bring up my anchor point here. If you don't see that, you can turn it on here. And then I'm just going to grab this by any spot and make sure this snaps into the middle. And you can see those 2 guides turning pink when it snaps. If you're not seeing that, go up to here and make sure your snap is turned on. So if you go like this and you don't see your guides turning pink, just go up to View and turn on your snap. All right, now that that's snapped in the middle, I'm going to hit this check mark. Now I'm ready to do my next step. And my next step is where this magic comes in. So first, I need to make a copy of this layer. I'll do that with Command J. Then I'm going to go to Filter, Other, Offset. And because our document is 3500, we want to cut that in half. So what's half of 3500? It's 1750. So if we zeroed these out, this is what it looks like. We're going to change this to 1750, and then we're going to change the vertical to 1750. We want to make sure that this is on wraparound, meaning if it starts to go past the edge, it'll start showing up on the other side. I'm going to hit OK. So right away you can see what we've done. We've created a pattern that is now seamless for all but these little seams right here. Now in 99 out of 100 cases, the easiest way to just fill these is make another copy of your collage here, grab the very bottom one, and just move it until you've filled that black space. Honestly, it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. I can hold down Option. That'll make a copy of my layer, and I'll drag that down and just fill up that space there. So now I can go add a new layer to the top of my layer stack. I'm going to do Shift Option Command and E, which will merge everything into one layer. And then I can go to Edit, Define Pattern, and we can call this Seamless Collage. Okay, I'm going to do Command semicolon to turn off my guides, and then I'm going to add a pattern layer here. We'll select the one that we just made. And now you can see the beauty of having a seamless pattern. No matter where I move this, you're always having this nice rough edge. So it looks like this pattern goes on forever. So you can see I can move it like this, I can rotate it, and I can also scale it. So let me reset that angle there. I can go down here and start scaling it, and even at 80% here, which is, you know, I do see this repeating face, but beyond that, it still looks seamless. I'm not seeing an obvious quilt pattern taking form. Now, obviously, if you get small enough, in this case, around here, you start to see that obvious pattern, but you're never going to use it that small. You're usually going to use it at best at around 60 or 70% of your original size. And because this pattern was made at 3500 pixels, it's already really high resolution, so you can even scale it up to, you know, maybe 120 or 130, and it still works really well, and you can move it around just as much as you want, and you'll never really see any seam. Now, one thing I recommend is anytime you make a pattern in Photoshop, go ahead and select it and go to here and export that pattern. So export selected patterns. We can call this seamless pattern. And the reason for this is if Photoshop accidentally quits or you have to force quit, you're going to lose any unsaved patterns here. But once you've exported it, you can always import it. The other thing you can do just as a safety measure is go here and quit Photoshop. That's going to save any patterns or any brushes that you've made inside the program. When you open it again, they'll still be there. So there you have it. That's how you create a seamless pattern in Photoshop. And I'm sure you can see how these techniques can be used for almost any type of texture or pattern. Now, this is just one of the many lessons in my brand new Paper Collage Creative Project course. This is a new type of course I'm doing where rather than just diving into Photoshop, we're actually starting with some arts and crafts, some work with our hands, putting all that together, and then going into Photoshop and creating a template file that we can use to turn any image into a very cool collage like you see here. Now, this course I just released, so if you want to check that out, I'll include a link to it in the description of this video. You can also go to it here, nucly.com/paper-collage. So check that out. And here's a little trailer of what's included in this course. I think you're really going to enjoy this course, so please check it out. Again, that's nucly.com/paper-collage. Check that out. Otherwise, here's some other tutorials that you can check out, and I'll see you next time.